All right, so this is Midnight in the Garden of YouTube, part two. I cannot resist. I cannot resist. So, okay, so I'm going to tell you bluntly and straightforward, right? All you folks on YouTube, like, I get that y'all are worked up. And I get that y'all like to troll and leave nasty comments everywhere you go. And everything's going to be judgmental. And we're going to leave judgmental comments on everything we see that we don't like, especially Stephen Piper's YouTube channel. Look, I'm not out here. I'm not out here looking to make friends and influence people. I just like to, have conversations with people that are civil, that are interesting, and that are not really contained, right? Like, we'll have conversations that'll go day upon day upon day upon day. We had a conversation, folks, over here on TikTok that went 2 months. 2 months. And it was all about the relationship between baby boomers and Gen X, millennials and Gen Z, and then the relationship between the Gen Zers going up the age brackets, right? How the Gen Zs felt about the millennials and the Gen X and the boomers, and then the silent Gen. And that was a really fascinating and educational conversation. And I need you to know that this is long form TikTok, that I'll leave you 3 minutes, 5 minutes, 7 minutes, 8, 9, 10 minutes, whatever it takes. TikTok limits it to, 9 minutes and 59 seconds, and that's it, right? And then you got to come back. But that's more than enough time to say something of value, or to begin a conversation, or to continue one, which is what we do, right? And so it's long form TikTok. It's extemporaneous, which, as you might remember from speech and debate, extemporaneous means that it's unscripted and that you're going off the material you got upstairs, and you got to deliver it, and you got to make your points, and you got to move forward, and you got to try to speak clearly, and give an interesting narrative to the listener, so that as you're going forward, you're telling them things that make sense, and you're telling them things that they're like, make them think like, that's interesting, I didn't think about it like that. And that's kind of what we do. That's kind of what we do. And then people leave comments, and then I'll even ask you, is there something you really would like to talk about? I will talk to you about anything as long as you're being civil. And over here on TikTok, wonderful land of TikTok, they are very good about moderating foolishness and shenanigans, right? So if you come on here and you're going to troll, I typically don't have to worry about it, because TikTok will delete those crazy comments and boom, they're gone. And then if people start off with these weird attacks and say things or leave videos that are weird attacks, then you will get moderated and you'll get points deducted off your account, and then eventually you're gone, right? So, my advice is to be civil. And if you have something to say it civilly. If you disagree with a point, disagree and speak on the merits, and do it civilly, right? Civil discourse is important, and that's what we do here. And a lot of people have things to say all the time. Some people get into arguments with themselves into the comment section and other people. Sometimes I'll step in and I'll say something, but what we don't do is we're not here trolling people and being nasty and rude. Like, don't do that. Go into the bathroom, look in the mirror, say three nice things to yourself every single day, and start there. Tell yourself that you love yourself. Tell yourself that you're gonna, have a great day. And then at the end of the day, say, I'm gonna sleep well, and I'm gonna get up when my alarm goes off, and I'm gonna be productive tomorrow. Just start there. That's all you got to do. Be a positive force for yourself and the people around you that you love and care about. And they will do the same for you, and they will see the change in you as you move forward. But I felt compelled to say a few more things to you guys over here on YouTube. And so now as the wheels are turning, I'm like, am I really gonna have to like ramp up my YouTube channel? I don't want to, because I'm busy doing 20 other things that are far more interesting. And making a YouTube channel to talk to a bunch of people that are angry with each other, like, think about it. Do you think that that's interesting? At least over here on TikTok, TikTok sends me like 100,000 people and 250 comments. And so there's plenty of nice people that want to engage with each other. So there you go. And, you know, I have a lot of friends. I'll discuss this with you guys on YouTube about politics. There's a lot of people that come to my channel that are pro-MAGA. There's a lot of people that come to my channel that are anti-MAGA. And we look at everything objectively and step back. And there's no need for being angry and being hateful and putting people down. There's no need for that. All right? And we talk about things in a clear, kind of thoughtful approach, and we look at things to try to be as honest as we can with each other and ourselves. Right? What else? We have a lot of Gen Z people that watch this channel, very young people, you know, in their early 20s and whatever. And we have a lot of old people that are in their 60s, 70s, and 80s. And the one thing that I've seen so far is that most people know how to behave themselves. And it's not something I'm seeing on YouTube. So let's try to do better. And as I go to bed tonight and I got to get up early and kick off my day, I'm going to be thinking during the day, how can I best reach out to some of you folks here on YouTube and have meaningful content again? Because I think it's time that happens. I'm thankful for all the followers here. I'm thankful for all the commentary. I'm thankful for the topics that we get into over here. It just shows you, like, it shows you what a well-run platform looks like, right? All the best.